Hey guys, so today's video is on objections in game cold approach seduction, however you want to call it. I think this is a very important topic because a lot of guys, the way they run their set, they try to run it as smoothly as possible and they wait for the girl to bring objections into it. They wait for the girl to bring up barriers, reasons why they can't move forward together. And I think this is a huge problem, right? Elite level game, the best level game, whatever you want to call it, cold approach seduction, etc., is when you're flipping the script, so to speak. You're inspiring her to chase and want for more of you, for her to qualify herself to you. And you can't do that by waiting for her to bring up objections in the set. So, for the most part, you will be the one who is going to start flirting and be the one who is bringing up the objections. We talk about leading a lot in the community, right? Being a strong man who knows how to lead confidently, move the interact, which is just moving the interaction forward in the direction that brings it to a good conclusion for both of you, right? So you guys want to have sex, you guys want to see each other again, go from stranger to lover, etc. And you're moving forward as that, right? In that direction. Again, it's not only just about the flirtation. If you're not the one bringing up the objections, you're reacting. You're being reactionary. So it's just as important for you to bring up the objections first before she does, as opposed to waiting for her to come up with something or some reason why she can't move forward because of X, Y, Z, right? You have to be the one doing that. That's a proper lead. As far as flipping the script, as far as getting her to chase, that's a proper lead. So how this would look, I think teasers play a good role in this. I think I've dropped my video on flirting. If not, we'll do soon. Flirt is what? A compliment plus a tease. So it's, you could say mixed signals, right? You could say push-pull, we call it, in other terminology. Compliment and tease, right? A tease, a compliment is not just a full on regular compliment. It's like a tentative compliment, right? It's like a compliment with an expiration date. It's not a full on, I absolutely like you or like this thing, right? And then the tease is not a rejection. The tease is not an insult. The tease is, it's a tentative push away. It's a tentative, maybe freezing up, or maybe I don't like this too much, or in that vein, right? Off of teases, you can do takeaways. So, for example, it's a girl from LA, if you weren't so attractive, I would have run away by now. Maybe I still should while I have a chance, right? Just an example, right? The takeaway is you making an action that will inspire her to say, no, we want you to stay. No, I want you to keep talking. No, let's move forward, right? You're bringing up the objection in that case. You're not waiting for her to say, oh, well, this guy's all of the reasons that she could. Oh, this guy's a stranger. This situation is weird. Or this is this, or I'm in a rush, right? You're not waiting for any of that, right? And consequently, when you bring up the objections in this form of fashion, in this manner, what happens is you probably will notice that you get a lot less objections from girls, because you're the one leading in that department. She has to jump through hurdles and hoops for you, for your time, to be with you. Right? So that makes things smoother on your side when you step into that role. So just keep that in mind. Right? The one who is doing the objective is the one who is leading the dance, so to speak. I was thinking about it in terms of buyer seller, right? In sales terminology. That the seller would be the one trying to convince the buyer to buy, unless the seller has objections to pose to the buyer, such as, are you really the right buyer? I know you're ready to buy, but are you really the right one? How much do you really want this? Is this really a fit for you? Etc., right? And posing obstacles, barriers in the way of that transaction can actually inspire a buyer to want it more, right? I guess, people wanting what they can't have or they might not be able to have, so to speak. But I think this is very, very, very important for flipping the script. I like that term, flipping the script. It kind of is, right? And I think people who do cold approach should keep that in mind. If you're not running the objections, if you're not dropping the first objection, and you're not the one presenting them, she is, and it's not going to be to your benefit. So to fully lead, to properly lead an interaction, you have to be the one to do it. Hope that helps. Put into practice, get out there and make good stuff happen.